I've been wanting that for a while now, and I'm finally able to get it. This is so dope. I think when I turn it, it's gonna turn on according to what I've heard. Oh, anyway, let me turn this off. I gotta read the instructions first. Saw us driving by the beach. That is the first real use I got on this DJI camera.
Table Talk, we back in effect. Coop and Black Girl tapping in, checking in with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little minute, but you know, don't sweat that. We still here. There's a lot of things going on in our world, right? You got so many worlds out here. Your world, his world, her world, our world. I'm sitting up here at the table talk about to eat.
And you guys, guess what he found?
Beef patties, yo.
We've been looking for beef patties
Jamaican
since we
beef
did
patties.
that Jamaican food video, and that's what I was just talking about, our last Jamaican food video. So he found a well-known food place in the Crenshaw district that sells beef patties. Now, the person at that restaurant
let us know that we can order beef patties from them frozen.
Oh, from them?
Yeah, take them home.
Oh, so they do make those in-house. Okay, so they actually make those in-house. I thought you meant that they could order from anywhere online. Not anywhere, but you know what I mean, because we found out Costco sells them. I didn't know she meant directly from
Well,
them.
then, but if Costco's selling them, we don't know if they're the same
Right,
ones or
right,
if it is
right.
being made in-house.
Exactly, because they're probably not being made in-house now
Because-
that I think of it, because they're not that flaky like that other Jamaican spot, the one in LA that we used to go to. Huh.
Well, the beef one,
The
it's
crust,
kind of
the
flaky.
crust is kind of flaky? Okay.
Well, you've been eating the beef one.
Yeah, but I noticed after you brought that to my attention that it's not that flaky. You know, from the real Jamaican spot,
It was
the
flaky.
crust was like, had like layers, like the biscuit.
So we don't know. But all I can really tell you is, if you in LA, if you're not in LA, take a trip down to Earl's Wiener on
If you're in
Crenshaw.
LA. But that brings me to that topic
Go ahead.
about those people coming from out of state and going to LA,
Blowing up your spot.
doing them food videos.
Yeah, blowing up the spot for the locals, where the locals go all the time. And then when the locals go to the spot, it's just overcrowded, booming, because somebody then blew up the spot on YouTube. I really wasn't trying to blow up the spot, but now that I found that Costco sells the beef patties, that's my next mission, right? I went to Earl's twice, and the beef patty that Earl's has is the beef patty that I've been looking for. We've been looking for. But then we found out that Costco sells beef patties. So I'm going to get a box of, I think they come in a box of 10 for like $11. I'm going to go try it, because we seen somebody trying Costco beef patties, and she said they were 10 out of 10.
Yeah, she said it was good, and her crust was flaking.
Yeah, her crust was flaky.
Yeah,
so we're gonna go see what's up.
And we will probably do the taste test on video. Don't you think that's a good idea?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you guys, on the next episode, we're going to compare Earl's to Costco.
If you've never tried a beef patty, a Jamaica beef patty, I advise you to go try a Jamaica beef patty. I'm talking about, you can eat a beef patty and that's it. All day.
Yeah.
They're
that
very
good. Filling. They're like
very
a meal.
filling. That's right, huh?
Like a whole meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told my pops and my uncle I was going to bring them a couple of beef patties.
I had
they
never had
it.
one before till you turned me on to those.
Mm-hmm.
But one of your people, what was the food place that he went to? He normally goes to this food place, and then he found out that one of these guys from out of town that come to LA and do the food videos had been to that spot. So the next time he went to that spot that he usually goes to, and he just orders his food and gets in and out, after this guy did the video on that spot.
He said he went up there, he couldn't get a parking spot. He said when he placed his order, they said it was going to be some hours. I was like, wow. And he was upset.
Wow, yeah.
He was so upset, he called me and told me about it. Shouts out to my man. You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just blew up my spot. So.
But you know what? I think one of those people, I don't watch them too much, but I think that same person that went to his spot went to that taco spot on King. Remember that taco spot that takes 2 hours? Mm-hmm. You order the tacos, and they tell you to come back in 2 hours to pick up your order.
I ain't never went to a place like that.
Ever.
Even though the food was bomb,
the tacos
it's
were,
almost like
they
cook your food when you buy it. They might even go to the store and use your money.
Right. So you order, you pay, and they tell you to come back in 2 hours to pick up your food. So maybe they are using your money to make your food.
They might be.
It has to be, right?
Because you never went to a place where it takes so long.
That's the weirdest thing. I mean, and they didn't taste that spectacular. They were good.
They were
really good, but they weren't.
They wasn't that good to you?
They were really good.
They wasn't better than the taco lady?
Oh, yeah.
We even had a gang of taco ladies at Low Rider Function.
Oh, yeah, they're better than that.
Yeah. So they were pretty good.
Yeah, it just didn't make sense that we were able to order our food.
And had to come back.
Because I know Lisa had ordered
Lisa had it, and then we
function.
did it one time.
Okay, yeah. So we were able to leave the place and go run many errands before our food was ready.
This was what the Jamaica patties look like, y'all. So when you get them, this is what they looking like. If they ain't looking like this, they not a real Jamaican patty. You know what I'm talking about? But okay, sorry for the interruption.
Yeah. And we hope you can hear us. We're still testing out this new camera. We're using it right now because our lighting is usually off. So I said, why not try the new camera? So hopefully the sound is okay. It did come with a microphone. Neither of us have the microphone on because I have not even tried to
Make
deal
sure
with
you
that
speak
yet.
up.
I am speaking up, but I don't want to be yelling. Because sometimes I be yelling. When I'm editing, I'm like, why am I yelling? My goodness.
So,
He look like JP.
Hey, Strick, that's the twin. You got your twin out here.
Oh, yeah. That's a gaming.
Oh,
That's a
that's
gaming.
different. Okay.
Yeah.
Like gaming is something else that you don't know. You can't just game on the regular. $12.99. I got to get into that.
Organic lemon juice. I've been looking for lemon juice at Costco. Cookies, lemons, tortilla chips, some garlic powder, and some blue agave sweetener. Oh, you guys probably didn't see that. Some garlic powder and some blue agave sweetener. So, the food testers that are out at Costco. Today, some people were advertising and giving samples out of this. It's vegetarian bread. So we got the garlic and cheese, and jalapeno cheese. So we got 3 because it was a buy 3 deal. It wasn't a buy 1. So anyway, we got all that bread. All that bread. You guys, I also got these from Ralph's. Have you ever tried these crispy green beans? These are so good. If you put them in the air fryer, they are so good. So if you haven't tried them, try them. They're a nice healthy snack. Comparable to some onion rings or something. Very good. Anyway, I put baking soda in my water. I'm soaking these grapes. It is so hot outside right now that even the cold water is coming out hot. I hate when it's that hot. Ugh, just drives me crazy. Okay, so he wants grapes. I need strawberries. Okay, so we're soaking these for about 20 minutes in some baking soda. The baking soda always likes to fall to the bottom, so I gotta agitate it here and there. Yeah. Okay, you guys, welcome back to We Gon' Eat TV. Today we are making teriyaki chicken. Okay. Brown sugar, a 1/4 cup. A 1/4 cup of water. A cup of soy sauce. So I'm gonna pour half of my sauce into this Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna use this to marinate my chicken, and then I'm gonna save this for the teriyaki sauce. I have placed my chicken thighs. By the way, I don't think I told you I was using chicken thighs. So I have placed my chicken thighs in the marinade, and I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator for 2 hours. And after 2 hours, we're gonna get started on the cooking part. This is washed rice. So we're gonna bring that to a boil. old heart of mine, $2.29, 2 for $4. Now you guys know that was a long time ago. People are so nice, huh? Yeah. So nice. In there. We're at the windshield. We had a big crack in it, all the way from one end to the other. Uh-oh, sorry. So we're getting a new windshield.
They just had a hurricane, and
oh, yes, that's
Texas.
how we were supposed to start the video out.
I got a partner in Texas.
Yeah.
And he said it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually saw video footage. You know that guy that I watch on from Houston sometime, and you act like you don't want me looking at. You act like you don't want me looking at it sometime. You know the dark-skinned, bald-headed guy that be fishing. So he videoed that storm too, and you could see trees snapping and falling down like around his house.
He's in Texas?
He's in Houston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Outskirts of Houston. Yeah.
So you mean to tell me where he built that house and that wooded area and all? That's in Texas?
That's in Texas.
But you said Houston?
It's right outside of Houston. He's from Houston, but I guess it's in further away from the city because you see it's country. But yeah, that's.
Oh wow.
He's from Houston.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Learn something every day, y'all.
Yeah, it was pretty bad from that footage that he showed. I was like, wow.
And then they said it was hot.
Oh yeah, the power went out and the heat. It's been hot all across the country, I think. But yeah, it was triple-digit heat, and they had no power for what, 3 days?
Well,
that's awful. I saw some lady on Facebook
who's the governor?
Who else? Greg Abbott.
Wow.
Yes, and to my mother, yes, he is the one in the wheelchair. She had asked me, is he the one in the wheelchair? And I said no, but yeah, I just saw that he is in a wheelchair. But yeah, that's Greg Abbott. I'm just wondering what's up with that area. Didn't they just have a really bad flood or something in the wintertime? And
man, they be having all kind of stuff.
Their pipes froze up and their ceilings were falling in. It's like, dang. Texas.
Look, I got a boy that stay out there. I went out there one time and driving down the streets. I don't know what happened. They might have had a flood back then when I went out there, and everybody seemed like every house on the curb outside was everything, all their furniture, everything. Yeah. It's like, wow, this is crazy.
Wet, huh?
Yeah.
They had to put everything out to the curb. And it seems like they do
happens
it year
all
after
the time.
year.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So a lot of Californians have moved to Texas, and a lot of people that have moved to Texas be trying to get other Californians to move there too, saying it's much better, much cheaper. But, I couldn't imagine going through that.
And that's crazy you said that, because my boy just said that everybody's moving out there. Mm-hmm. He said the crime has went up.
Oh, wow. Now that the outsiders have moved in.
Right. He said, they don't got everybody can get a gun now.
Oh, yeah.
No age, no permits.
Terrible.
And he said it has gotten bad. It has gotten bad.
Worse.
He said he said Texas has turned into South Central. That's what he told me.
Well, parts of Texas, wherever he's from. Where is he from?
He's from Houston.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah. And he lived out here in L.A. for many years. His family, then they moved back. His mom left before she passed away. She told him, don't go back to Houston, Texas. But he ain't listened. He went back to Houston, Texas. Rest in peace to his brother. His brother passed in Houston, Texas. After his mom said, don't go back. He's back out there. But he said it's gotten worse
Mm.
since everybody's moving out there.
Mm-hmm.
And he just called it South Central. So, him describing that to me, I was like, oh, okay, I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Plus, y'all get to carry. Everybody's carrying guns.
Yeah,
He said, he said the kids are carrying guns. He said, matter of fact, he just told me a story. He says, and kids walked up to him, because he got a bulldog, pet bull. And he said the young kid walked up to him and flashed his gun in his waistband and said he was going to shoot his dog.
Oh.
And he said, man, don't shoot my dog, man. Stay away from my truck. You know what I'm talking about? But then he talking back to him and said, well, he said his friend, the boy's friend, walked up and kept instigating and showed his gun. Was like, yeah, we going to kill, that dog try to bite us, we going to kill him. And he said something to JP.
You're saying a lot of words that YouTube don't like over and over. But go ahead. Have you guys noticed? You guys noticed that a lot of words people don't say on YouTube, and he's just God, kill, shoot. He's him. I'm the one that be on YouTube. He doesn't be on YouTube like that because the people you watch on YouTube say what they want, huh? Mm-hmm. They're not concerned about what they say.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
He said he left the park. He said once the young kids started doing that, even though he was packing, he just said, "Nah, I just need to get up on out of here." So I heard it's bad in Houston now. I don't know. You still thinking about moving out there from California at your own risk, I guess. Who knows what it is.
Yeah, so anyway, speaking of moving around the country, as you guys noticed in the previous clip, we were driving from the downtown area, the fashion district, and when we were getting ready to get on the freeway, we passed a homeless encampment. Speaking of people moving around, moving out of California and moving into California, this lady that lives here in this community we live in, she said that she ran into a lady at our local PetSmart who was homeless, and the lady told her that this church organization had shipped a group of homeless people from a different state. They bused them into California recently. This is like less than a month ago, and now they're homeless here. So
that's crazy.
And that's the case with a lot of homeless people here in California, from what I understand. Because I got direct information from people who work for the county of LA, people who work.
Right.
Yeah, they said a lot of the people here in California, specifically in LA, are not even from here.
Man, that's crazy because...
Right. Hey. He always likes to do this when we're recording, you guys. He loves to interrupt. See, when Karen Bass came in as mayor of LA, she cleaned the streets up real good. Because there was oh my God, at one point there were so many homeless people on the streets of LA, Santa Monica, and the surrounding little cities. But when Karen Bass came in, she said she was going to clean it up, and she cleaned it up.
And they popping out everywhere?
They are popping out like crazy. A lot of them bring a lot of stuff. I don't know if the stuff makes them feel secure or something, but they carry a lot of stuff with them. And when I say a lot of stuff, I mean like a lot of vacuum cleaners, dishes.
Yeah, they be having all kind of
stuff.
Basket full of stuff.
Yeah.
Do y'all notice this? And this is the cold thing. That people are sending them to our areas.
Blessing them.
LA wasn't that bad. You know what I'm talking about? Then LA just looks terrible now.
So and now it's known for their homeless population. When I hear people from other states talking about California and in LA, one of the first things they mention is homelessness. It's hard enough already when you are kind of on your feet. But imagine if you're not on your feet, if you have no place to go, and you enter California with no job, no shelter.
It's crazy.
So it's really weird. Why would they be shipping people here other than for the weather conditions, which is what they said was the reason they shipped them here, because in the wintertime, it's still nice. Breakfast sandwiches. Yeah.
I got one for sale.
Oh, do you? What kind of car do you have?
Ford 1926.
Oh, okay.
Wendy's.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can afford that. Look at that. Nice. Okay. What do we have here? Friday. Some nice sangria. I have some strawberries, but the strawberries I recently got from Costco are not that fresh. So I'm not gonna put any fruit in it today. But anyway, it's nice, cold sangria.
On to the remix.
Yeah. Last weekend, I watched Purple Rain for the first time in probably 30 years.
Purple Rain. Purple Rain.
And when I watched it as an adult, it was so different. There was so much I didn't understand. Not that there
Purple Rain. Purple Rain.
It was like watching a completely different movie as an adult. So,
who was your favorite character in Purple Rain?
Who else?
Prince,
yeah.
Okay.
But
mine was Morris Day.
Morris Day had me cracking up. Morris Day had me cracking up when I watched that movie last weekend. I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Morris Day looks like your friend. I was telling you about one of your friends looked just like Morris Day did when he was younger.
Who?
Dollar Bill looks like.
I know Dollar don't watch us, but Dollar holla. The wife say you more, you and Morris Day.
Yeah.
Y'all resemble each other.
Yeah. So after I watched that movie, because I already liked that album, Purple Rain, but when I put the surround sound on and watched the movie, it just took me somewhere.
That was a good movie. Look, I told her, right? Another movie she hasn't watched was Crush Groove. I told her to go back and watch Crush Groove.
Yeah.
Crush Groove. I can't even say. Body moving.
And you guys might be like, dang, what's wrong with her? She didn't watch
hip hop.
Crush Groove.
Yeah, I watched Crush Groove.
I was hip hop too. I used to love Beat Street. That was my movie.
Beat Street.
Everybody says Crush Groove.
Hey, look, she off, y'all.
Yeah, I'm off.
My wife, I had to bring her in.
Yeah,
you know
my
what I'm talking
sister
about?
too. My sister used to love Crush Groove.
Crush Groove
I never watched it.
Crush Groove was for us. See, there's two different. It's like I'm gonna tell you. This is the difference. This is a good analogy. Beat Street was American Bandstand.
Right. Because they did have that woman in
Crush
there.
Groove was like Soul Train.
Okay.
Right.
And when I was at the age when Beat Street came out, 11 years old.
Even though Beat Street was good, we watched it.
Yeah. But Crush
But it was no Crush Groove.
Right. So, So I got to find Crush Groove and try to watch that this weekend. I'm sure I'm going to love it. Because I know about Boogaloo and Shabadoo.
And we on movies right now. I just watched on Netflix. I guess Eddie Murphy has something going on with Netflix, and they did 48 Hours Over. And I was over my pop's house, and we watched that. Me and my uncle, we watched that. And it took me back to
the 80s.
Yeah, to the 80s. It gave you that feeling, and it was a good feeling. I mean, all the way through the movie, because of the simple fact that seems like everybody that was in the movie, I don't know if that movie came out in 87 or something like that, but everybody's still alive. You know, and they made that movie 2024. I mean, when Eddie Murphy was driving down the street, he passed somebody on some like 26 rims. I mean, Homeboy Caprice was like 2024, how they ride right now, you know, probably in Miami and all that. I'm not for sure. Where was that? It was in Miami, huh? 48 hours? Anyway, that was good. If you haven't seen that, check that out. If you at the house, you know what I'm talking about, and you just want something to look at, turn your surround sound on your big TV. We was also talking about TV shows.
Yeah, we were talking about old TV shows
that we haven't seen in a long time that is good to watch. All the time for me is always good to watch. We even bought the series was What's Happening. We bought that a long time ago. And we used to sit back and watch What's Happening. And that was always good times. You know what I'm talking about? What's Happening? Welcome Back, Carter. The Jeffersons. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey,
that's always
you know
good.
what I just found out? You said Welcome Back, Carter. We thought it was Carter.
Welcome back.
Cotter. Cotter.
Cotter?
We thought it was Carter.
I thought it was
time.
I just said Carter right now.
Yeah, and all this stuff, as a matter of fact, this is something else we were talking about. All this time we used to think, what was a song or a hook in a song? Like Michael Jackson, one of Michael Jackson's songs, we've been saying the wrong words.
Mama say, Mama sa, Musaku sa. And it really say what?
Dang, what does it really say?
It really says,
we forgot.
I'ma say
it and not go stop. I'ma say.
It's something. It really says something. And we out here talking about Mama say, Mama sa, Musaku sa. And it really say, it don't even say that. We up in here, I mean.
Saying the wrong stuff and running with
and
it.
everybody's saying it. So you just say, Mom, and it sounds like what you saying, but that was not it. Everybody should feel kind of crazy on that one because, yeah, it says, I'ma say it,
I'ma say it out loud and not gonna stop.
Yeah, I'ma say it out loud and not gonna stop. And we sitting up here saying, Mama say it, Mama saku sa. Mama nak saka sa. Or whatever. Anyway, it's crazy. So, yeah, we was just thinking about that type of stuff.
And how different it was in the 80s. Like when I was watching Purple Rain, I forgot that we're living in techie times now. We're living in a world of technology now. The world used to be so simple back then.
You know, things are changing so fast. It seems like, I don't know if it's just me. We talk about all the time that we wake up and then we going right back to sleep.
Time is going so fast.
And we waking up again. You know, that's kind of scary. So, you know, and me saying that, man, you make sure you spend time with your loved ones. You go see your loved ones. You holler at them on the telephone because stuff is moving at a rapid pace right now. You know what I'm saying? And it gets kind of scary to say, 1 minute you here, the next day you might be gone. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's after this, right? But the world is steady going. And even when you leave this earth, it's steady going. You know, you get, you know, people mourn you for a second and then time is just moving and you got to keep on keeping on or you will get left behind. And for me saying that, this is another thing. Okay, how do you guys feel about this AI and all this stuff? Are you guys going to not mess with AI or are you going to figure it out? Or are you going to dabble into it? I mean, look, they got the Teslas out here driving themselves. I even seen a taxi cab in LA with no driver. You dig what I'm talking about? Driving all, we got off the freeway. It pulled up right on the side of us. And then it busted right by, what's that? Is that the old Fat Burgers or something?
Master Burgers.
Busted right by them old Master Burgers.
I'm like, where did it go?
But then when we was coming out, that sucker came out by the barbershop.
Oh, wow. That's
so
crazy.
that thing is
that's
traveling.
Scary to me.
And it don't have no driver in it.
So how about those flying taxis, the self-driving flying taxis.
I ain't seen one of them yet.
No, they're still testing those out.
But we did watch something.
Yeah, and we have invested in one of those a long time ago, before we even knew what it was.
How's the stock
It's
going
called
now?
Joby. And we recently saw a report where Joby's air taxi had an accident. It crashed. And their stocks went down. Not that they were way up in the first place. I just thought it would be interesting to invest in something new that hasn't come out yet. But I don't know. Those are scary. So
before we get up out of here, I just want to talk about this because I do this. You know what I'm talking about? For my little channel, my YouTube, I wouldn't call it little, but it's a little channel. People got 100,000s and 200,000 subscribers and all that. I don't have nothing like that. But I'm up in the thousands, right? And I got a channel called We Gon' Ride TV. And I do my music, you know what I'm saying? And it's this thing going around about an age limit on rap music, which I don't think that's cool, right? Why is somebody always putting something on music that we do, right? So, you know, you don't hear anybody putting an age bracket on rock and roll or on any other thing. But when it comes to hip hop and stuff like that, they're trying to say at a certain age, you shouldn't be doing that. I do. I write. I love to write music. I love to recite the creations that I make. You know what I'm talking about, to the beats that are passed to me by the producers. The producers want their music heard, want, you know, good lyricists to create to their music. So I don't think should be an age limit on what we do. And then how is somebody young going to tell an older person that they need to stop when they were doing this before probably you were born? You know what I'm talking about? And you just getting into the game. So
yeah, and a lot of older people do it too. So some of you guys might feel that way too. To me, it's a preference. It's like if you love it, you love it. Some people grow out of it. I still listen to some hip hop, not all.
I listen to all of it. I listen to old stuff before I was born, when I was born. All the OGs, I listen to all of it. And then I might listen to a little bit of the new stuff. The new stuff is too much murdering and killing and all that type of stuff. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with the bullying and the big bad guy stuff. But some music is okay. You know what I'm saying? The new music going with the new generation is a different time. It might throw you off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because they in a whole different world.
It totally threw me off.
Yeah, they doing stuff that...
I mean, I can't even understand what half of them are even saying.
Yeah, they doing stuff that's...
And
we
then
wasn't
all
doing, man.
Popping pills and...
Yeah, we don't do that. Yeah, we don't do all that. You know, we took cough medicine for colds. You know what I'm talking about? They taking cough medicine to feel a certain way. You know what I'm talking about? So we wasn't doing that. That's just crazy. But look, we not gonna hold y'all. You know what I'm talking about? We just came in. Is there anything else you want to say, man?
I don't think so.
We just came in to chop it up with y'all real quick.
Because we haven't done a video in a while.
Right.
We need to start.
Right. You want to tell the people? I don't know if you want to tell the people.
What?
You have a new channel. I don't know. She might not want to tell y'all.
If you have been watching, and if you're a female, you might want to go over to
none of the males, homie. The wifey has her own little channel now, TJ's Happy Place. You know what I'm talking about? And
and I'll put the link in the description for the ladies. And we did a nice little project. My mother and I did a nice little project on that channel last weekend, and it turned out really nice. So you might want to see it.
And she got some more little projects that she gonna get in to make her happy place happy, because there's been a lot of stuff going on in our world.
Yeah,
stuff that got cluttered and all that, jammed up and all kind of stuff. You know,
we got a lot of work to do. I got a lot.
She got some projects to do. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of projects to do, and I will probably be doing them on that other channel.
So we want to thank y'all for checking in, tuning in with us. We're gonna pick it back up please bear with us. You know, it's hot out here. You know what I'm talking about?
And it's probably hot where you guys are.
I don't know. It's hot out here, though.
I've been hearing everybody complain about the heat.
Man,
unless you're in Alaska.
It's hot outside. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, we used to play outside all the time. Now, when the dog don't want to take a walk, you know it's hot outside. You got to come back and get in that AC. So, bear with us. You know what I'm talking about? We still moving. We still kicking and scratching, like I say. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm talking about? We want to thank y'all for tuning in, for checking us out. Make sure you tell a friend. Turn on your notifications. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. You know what I'm talking about? Coop and Black Girl Table Talk.
Yes, and welcome to the new subscribers, because I see we had got a few new subscribers.
Yeah.
That wasn't expected because we haven't been doing much. But yeah, welcome to the new subscribers.
Yeah, welcome new subscribers. Welcome. We gotta welcome you. And like I say, we're not going nowhere. So don't think you just subscribe just to subscribe.
Yeah.
We got stuff
We're not
coming.
spring chickens. Yeah, we got a lot going on, but we're gonna get back on track.
Still feel like the spring chickens.
Yes,
though,
we
for
are.
real.
Even with We Gonna Ride TV, We Gonna Eat TV,
Yeah.
and TJ's Happy.
Got
Days.
some
We
new
got
music
3
coming on
channels.
We Gonna Ride too. So
Oh,
make sure
wow.
you're tuning in.
Yes.